Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to share a quick unboxing and first look at the Nest Cam Outdoor. Now, this is a 2-pack, which makes sense for me because, as many of you know that follow my channel, my home was destroyed by Hurricane Matthew back in October, shortly after moving into it. And part of what I'm doing in the rebuild, I'm still not back in it, is trying to make the home as smart as possible, which would make sense considering, well, anyone who follows my channel, I don't think I need to explain this. This is the Digital Digest. So, Nest is what I've decided to go with. They do make the best overall performing product and have the broadest ecosystem, both for thermostat, CO, smoke detectors, as well as security cameras. And a 2-pack like this runs you about $350. These were launched last year. Of course, you can buy them individually. And the reason I'm going with 2-packs is just because I need more than one. In terms of performance, you are looking at 1080p video capture, or I should say video in general. Now, in terms of recording, you can buy into Google's Nest DVR system, which is exactly what they want you to do. I personally, there are ways around that, will be using a network storage device, a home NAS, in order to get around paying Google's ransom for using these cameras, because I just do not believe in that. Now, for the base regular home user, I understand it's easier just to pay Google and bite the bullet, but when you're going to have 4 of these at least, which is the minimum number that I plan on having, it makes sense to come up with a different route, especially if you're capable, which I am. And anyone that follows my channel knows that. And a lot of people aren't even aware that that's a possibility. Now, let's see. They have put some tape on there. Surprise, surprise. I love how they at least give you the little blue arrow, like, life is easy, don't worry. Opening this won't be a pain in the ass. And again, this is not a product that I'm paid to review. I'm kind of tired of people that think that I'm paid to review products. I am not. This channel never has been a conduit for any company, nor shall it ever be. And there we have 2 Nest Protect cameras, or not Protect, excuse me. I'm now thinking of the CO and smoke detector. And part of the reason I went with these, I mean, the driving factor I already mentioned was the ecosystem. The fact that I will be using Nest for so many things and want to make things as seamless as possible. It's too bad Google hasn't entered the lighting space yet, because it would be great to control my lighting. That'll be Hue. As many of you know, I've been invested in Hue products for a long time. But what I liked about these is that they are, first of all, they look nice, okay? The video quality is superb. And then on top of that, not to be an eyesore on an external is a great thing. Now, these do have to be hardwired. These have USB ports, but in order to actually use them, where I will be, outside, of course, they're not going to be, in some areas I do have actual connection ports for them, but otherwise I will be relying on traditional wiring. We have instructions right there. Let's see what else is in the box. And here are the hardwire plugs that essentially you have to use. They tell you right here, remember to screw in the wall plate before attaching this. In this case, it says me, giving identity to pieces of electronics. And then there is the plug that you'll be using to power this. So, and the USB port right there that is going to pair this mounting piece with the actual cam itself. So essentially, this is the entire operation right here. And again, Google does make life easy and allow you to use their DVR service. It just gets expensive very quickly. There is the wall mounting plate right there. And then I'm assuming, let's see what other goodies came with this. More wall mounting goodness, it looks like. So that's pretty much it. All the brackets are in there, the screws, exciting stuff. But if you're looking for home security, of course, that isn't tied to emergency services, then I think you're looking at really the best solution right here. And of course, I've considered Arlo, and it's nice that Arlo has wireless satellites, but the idea of, and they also do give you what I would call free DVR when compared to what Google does here with their Nest services, because they do charge an arm and a leg for the Nest service. whereas Arlo is giving you a week of free DVR, which is kind of great. But the key for me, again, is having that ecosystem, the all-in-one connectivity that is offered by the Nest brand. And that's exactly what drew me to the outdoor cam. And again, not being an eyesore. And then also the Arlo, you have to deal with the fact that, forget about that it's degraded video quality, you're going to be dealing with having to replace batteries on an annual basis. And I'm not climbing up on my roof to replace batteries. If I was just putting one at the door, which I'll also have a Ring Doorbell Pro, that would be one thing. But with the way I'm positioning and setting these up, I really don't want to find myself having to change out batteries. Of course, these are weather resistant, proof-ish, I will say. I forget the IP rating, but of course it's going to withstand everything other than what is really common here, and I'm hoping won't happen, which are lightning strikes. So everything else shouldn't be a problem for these Nest cams. And that pretty much sums things up. These are really your best option right now, especially if you're invested like myself in the Nest ecosystem and want one app to control as much of your smart home's capability as possible. Any questions or comments, please feel free to post them. Hit that like button. And as usual, please feel free to subscribe. Later.